Yo, what's going on, guys? Alex with Acing Tennis here. Bit of a special video for you today. I'm actually going to be doing a recap of kind of my entire 2020. Since this year was my very first serious year playing tennis, I wanted to kind of recap what happened to my change in level and, all of the experiences I got from the first year really seriously playing. So back in January, February, my wife's aunt actually messaged her and was like, hey, do you and Alex want to play on a low-level mixed league in the area? I was like, well, as long as she knows I haven't played in forever and you haven't played in forever. And she was like, yeah, it's fine. It's, it's a lower level team. It's just for fun. We were like, all right, let's do it. So we went out there and we actually won about half of our matches. We stunk, and that bothered me. And I've always had a competitive nature and I hate losing. I was like, man, I really need to get out and practice if I'm going to get better at this. And the more I got out and practiced, the more I played, the more I was like, man, I want to do some singles. I want to do this and that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to start playing tennis. I really needed a sport under my belt because I have a torn ACL in my right knee. And so soccer, which was my main sport growing up, just isn't an option anymore. So tennis was my next best option. And I've been wanting to get out and play, but I didn't really realize how badly I wanted to get out and play until I started playing a few matches and was like, this is fun. I started playing some matches, started doing some practice, and I started to realize, wow, my racket stinks. I need a new racket. I bought a new racket. That was my very first racket I've ever purchased, really. The Head Instinct that you guys have seen me play, that light blue racket. I started out doing 4.0 minus, which was the equivalent of about 3.5 level tennis in a local league. And I went 4-3 in that league after some practice and playing. I started to get better throughout the season. I was putting in a lot of work. It was really starting to pay off for me. And then COVID hit. And COVID actually ruined that season for me because I finished all my matches, but everybody else hadn't finished theirs. And so the league got paused. And so when we came back from the league 3-4 months later, or whatever it was, I had been practicing the whole time and playing matches and everything, and I wanted to get bumped up to the next level of division to kind of challenge myself, but the league wouldn't let me. So I played in that league again at the same level, that 4.0 minus, and went undefeated. Went into the playoffs, and that was actually a match that you guys saw on my channel. It was my very first night match I played for that particular league and ended up losing and was pretty salty about it. I played in multiple leagues across the summer and just played matches, as many matches as I possibly could. Still no formal coaching, no training, no nothing like that. And then I got in communication with Tennis Troll, who you guys probably know. He set me up with a match on his channel, and also got set up with, hitting with some of the guys. And one of the guys, the D2 college player, he actually runs a tennis channel called Pure Tennis Sense. So I actually got in contact with him and ended up doing a few lessons with him for his channel, which helped, benefit me, obviously, and then also benefits his channel because he gets to train somebody that's, unique in terms of how long they've played and kind of the skill level that I'm at. He got some videos out of it. I got some training out of it. It was a brilliant match. He's an awesome coach, awesome player, and he's just a lot of fun to watch if you guys want to watch him on Tennis Troll's channel. I got some volley lessons from him, a kick serve lesson from him, and I just started working on my game. And then the next thing that happened was I got super lucky, and Crunch Time Coaching, which is another big coach on YouTube, reached out to me. He saw what I was doing, and so I got another contact through Troll there. I went over to him. He did a backhand lesson with me, and it really helpful. If you guys want to check out that any of these videos that I'm referring to, I'll go ahead and link all of those in the description down below. But that was my, another real lesson that I got to have, which I've never had in the past. So this was like a brilliant experience for me to actually hear what a coach has to say about my game, because I am a self-taught player. So all of the things that I've learned was just watching YouTube videos over and over and doing shadow swings in my room and just figuring out how to play. That's how I learned how to play this year. As I progressed, I moved into 4.0 USTA, and so I was able to join a 4.0 USTA team. I mostly played doubles. I played one singles match at the very end of the season and ended up winning it pretty convincingly. So I was very happy about that. I had a pretty even record, like win-lose, throughout the season in doubles. I'm not a big doubles player. I much prefer, because I'm so new to the game, in doubles I get off rhythm really easily. It just doesn't work out out for me. I need to stay in rhythm to be able to have a chance to do well in a match. A doubles just doesn't give you an opportunity to do that, and so a newer player like me, I just suffer in terms of consistency in doubles matches pretty bad sometimes. But I got to play that one singles match. I won it, and so I was really happy about that. And then the next USTA season started not too long ago, a few months ago. I actually did very well. I've only lost one of my singles matches out of 4, I want to say. I think I'm 3-1 in my singles matches this season. And the one match I did lose was in a third set tiebreaker. So I'm really happy with how my 4.0 season went. It really proves that I deserve to be there. Across all of the matches and all of the leagues that I've played, it has been a blast this year. I've improved so much, and I wouldn't change anything about it. But the last change I'm working on that I just did, I finally bought a new racket. Just went out and did that today. I bought the Yonex E-Zone 98 Tour, and I think it's really going to help my game. Some of the main problems from my game in 2020 were definitely my weak backhand, my return of serve, and the court depth with which I hit the ball at. You guys have told me this time and time again in the comments, and I've been listening. So the Yonex E-Zone 98 Tour is a little bit heavier racket, and I've hit with it several times, and my ball depth has improved dramatically. My backhand, I feel like I'm getting easier swing with my backhand, the easier power that I need, and it's also going to improve my serve quite a bit. I should have a bigger, faster, flat serve now because of that extra added weight to the racket, and I'll finally, hopefully be able to perform closer to that 4.5 level, which is where I want to get to this year. Which brings me to my last topic, my goals for the next year. As you guys know, my main goal for the channel is to get to a 5.0 level tennis player. I want to be able to compete in tournaments, and I don't want to be the best in tournaments. Like, I'm not dumb enough to think that I can be at that level starting as late as I am, but I do want to compete. I want to give those people a run for their money, and I want to show that I can compete with those people. But this year, I want to concentrate on getting to a middle 4.5. I think that's a very reasonable goal, and I think it's very accomplishable. I think that I'm really not that far off because it's just a few things that I really need to tweak in my game and increase some consistency, and I think I'll be able to do that this year. But I'm going to play a lot of leagues, a lot of USTA, a lot of matches. Expect a lot more content this year, guys. I'm actually going to be doing some UTR stuff as well. I went ahead and signed up for a year-long UTR membership, and so hopefully I'll be able to get to that point this year, and I really appreciate you guys. I just got a shout out from Ian on Essential Tennis the other day. I've played on Tennis Troll's channel. I've played on Pure Tennis Sense. I've played on Crunch Time Coaching. There's just so many great players in Atlanta. Hopefully there's going to be some awesome collaborations and everything coming up soon. You guys have been awesome. We just passed 600 subscribers, which is mind-blowing to me. We got to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark this year. I know we can do it. And I hope you guys are going to stay along for the journey with me. And I appreciate you guys watching. It really does mean a lot to me. And I can't wait to see what 2021 has in store for me and for you guys as well. I hope your 2021 goes better than 2020. So thank you guys again for watching. Hit the like button if you're enjoying my content. Subscribe if you'd like to stick around. We will see you guys in 2021. Thanks, guys.